G'day, if you haven't got time to watch the entire video, this is what it's about. It's showing you how to create a gem and use a notebook as its knowledge base. If you haven't got time to watch it, there you go, that's it. But if you have got time, let's show you how that works. So let me come into our notebook. So what I've got inside here is I've created a notebook to analyze school results. Now you may not be using school results, but it's okay, just bear with me. What I've got is some data sets. These data sets are quite large. I've got some longitudinal data or cross-sectional data and also longitudinal data of a whole lot of stuff to do inside a school. Between these two sheets, there are 185,000 data points. And what we want to do is analyze this. So I've got a notebook which has got built into it how to analyze school results, how to give feedback to staff, how to give feedback to students, and how to pull out trends so you can actually find out what's going on in that large data set without having to drill through your spreadsheet. So that's what this whole notebook's all about. It's got all the brains in it to do that. Now what I want to do is pop it into a gem. So I'm going to come to my Gemini in here, and here I've got my gem, which is Roger, the results analyst. Now what he does is he comes in and analyzes a whole lot of school data for me. So what I've done is I've just built out a gem that tells it exactly what it needs to do, and grab that information, do not hallucinate, go to the sources that I've given you, and give me a result based on that, and also speak nicely and talk properly if I'm talking to a student as compared to a teacher. Now down the bottom here, I've got my knowledge base, which is my results analysis, which is that notebook. So it's got that whole notebook in there to be used as its brains trust. And I've got the two spreadsheets that I'm going to be looking at. So let's have a look at how this actually works. So I'm going to come into Roger and get Roger to build it out for me. And I'm just going to ask him, as a student who's studying, I'm in year 10, I want to be able to study in this space, and what I'd love to know is, should I do medicine? And I can just go, and that's going to build out a result for me. Now that takes a bit of time, but it actually analyzes how this student's progressing, uses the information from my notebook to give me some feedback. And as you see, it's brought back some feedback for the student about what mathematics, if she's going to go and do medicine, this is what she needs to do in that space. But then as you look through here, it talks a little bit about what she needs, what grade she needs to get, but also it comes and gives a bit of advice. Just be careful that you don't spend too much time in the studying and drop your art, which is your thing that you really love doing, to pick up that subject selection. And also, please go and talk to a person about this. Don't just listen to me, which is really good. Okay, so let's look at another use. What happens if we like a head of faculty and we want to track how our faculty is traveling and how our students are performing in that space? So I've got a question here about my mathematics faculty. I want to track how my teachers are going and also how the students are going inside those areas. So I've just got a prompt, pop it in here, and let's get Gemini to actually work that out for us inside a gem using our notebook as the brains trust. As you can see, this has just analyzed 185,000 data points to come up with this response. So it's got my context, tells me where my staff are sitting in terms of those percentages that we want them to look at, and how you've got some people very high, you've got some people quite low, and PW has been flagged inside this space. So I think this is absolutely fantastic. I can grab this information, I can use my gem to customize, so I think this is fantastic. I've got a customized gem built around some parameters that I need it to work on, using a notebook as its brains trust to be able to analyze a large data set. So you can apply this to anything inside your organization. But even better, you can now use a gem inside Gemini Studio. Keep an eye out for a video on that coming up soon.